Hello everyone and welcome to another arithmetic tutorial video. Now I'll be discussing Form 5 Additional Mathematics, Chapter 1 Progressions, Long Question Example 4. Okay, before that, please like this video to show your support and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future. Alright, let me read the example 4 question now. A funding body gives financial aid to an old folks home each year beginning from 2001. The amount of aid in 2001 was 10,000 ringgit and thereafter is 95% of the aid of each preceding year. Find the year in which the aid given was 8,573 ringgit 75 cent. Okay, let me pull the paper up to read the question part B. The total of years when the total amount of aid has been given exceed 70,000 ringgit for the first time. So this is the total question, guys, for this problem. Okay, I hope you will attempt this question in the future. If you could manage to solve this question, well done. But if you can't solve this question, no worries. I'm going to show you the step-by-step working and the solutions now. Okay, without further delay, let us start our discussion for the solution part A, followed by the solution part B. Okay, let us begin. Okay, let me pull the paper up. Okay, let us begin. So the step 1, what we need to do is identify the first term and then the common ratio. Okay, you might be wondering, how can I know that this question is a geometric progression? And I immediately ask you to identify the first term and the common ratio. Okay, let me show you the question once again. Okay, read the second line over here. The amount of aid in 2001 was 10,000 ringgit and thereafter is 95% of the aid of each preceding year. So this 95% is the hint given, guys, by the question. Okay, usually the geometric progression will involve the multiplication, guys. Since in this question is involving in the percentage form, so 95%, so 95 you divide with 100. So from here you can express your common ratio in terms of numerical form, guys. So from here you get your first term A is 10,000 and then your common ratio R is 95 or 100. So from here you get your common ratio R is 0.95. Okay, so you get your two important information over here, guys. The first term and then the common ratio. Okay, this is the step 1. Okay, for the next step, what we need to do is we need to find the n number of years. Okay, what does this mean, guys? Okay, we need to find the year in which the aid given was 8,573 ringgit 75 cent. Okay, let us continue. Okay, so from here we need to use the Tn formula, especially for the geometric progression, guys, which is given by ar to the power of n minus 1. Okay, we know our Tn value, which is 8,573 ringgit 75 cent. Okay, our A is 10,000 and then our common ratio is 0.95. Okay, so what we do, we substitute all the information into this equation. So let us continue. Okay, so this will be a working, guys. 10,000 times with 0.95 to the power of n minus 1 equals to 8,573 ringgit 75 cent. Okay, so from here what you do, this 8,573 ringgit 75 cent you divide with 10,000. Okay, let us continue to the next working. So from here you get 0.95 to the power of n minus 1 will be equals to 0.857375. Okay, so from here what you do, you log both sides, which you get log 0.95 to the power of n minus 1, which is equals to log 0.857375. Okay, by the way, guys, let me remind you again. Okay, the logarithm which I'm performing here is respect to the base 10, guys. That's why I choose to neglect the 10 over here. Okay, let us continue. So for the next step, what we need to do, the n minus 1, you move it to the front. So from here it will become n minus 1 times it log 0.95 equals to log 0.857375. Let us continue. Okay, this is the working. N minus 1 log 0.95 equals to log 0.857375. Okay, to find n minus 1, what we do, log 0.857375, you divide with log 0.95. So from here you get your n minus 1 is equal to 3. So to find n, what you do, this negative 1 from the left hand side, you move it over to the right hand side, it will become positive 1. So from here you get n is equal to 3 plus 1, which is 4. So from here you get your n is equals to 4, guys. Okay. But then that is not the final answer. We still need to find the year in which the 8 given. So from here what you do, so the final answer you can do is 2001, you plus with 4 minus 1. Okay, since you are including 2001 as the first year, so from here you get 2004 as your final answer. Okay, I hope you get the working that I've shown to you so far, guys. Okay, let me discuss the question part B in the next paper, so please hold on for a moment. Okay, let us start our discussion for the question part B. Okay, from the question, as we read the question, we know that our SN will be more than 70,000 ringgit. Okay, you might be asking me, how do you know that they are requiring us to find the SN? Okay, let me quickly show you the question for the part B. Okay, as you go through the question, they mentioned that the total of years when the total amount of head has been given exceeds 70,000 ringgit. Okay, they have underlined here the total, guys. So in this case, you should know that they're not asking you to find the TN value, but then they ask you to find the SN value. Okay, back to our discussion. Okay, similar to find the TN value, for SN value in the geometric progression, it has its own formula, guys. Okay, I'm going to show you now. Okay, for geometric progression, you have two formulas to calculate for Sn, since it has its own condition. Okay, for the first one, Sn equals to A in a bracket r to the power of n minus 1 close bracket divide with r minus 1. This condition is only applicable when your common ratio is more than 1. For the second formula, Sn equals to A in a bracket 1 minus r to the power of n close bracket divide with 1 minus r. Okay, this formula is only applicable when your common ratio is less than 1. Okay, since in the question our common ratio is 0.95, so we're going to use this second formula. Okay, let us continue our calculation. Okay, so you substitute all the respective values. So from here we get 10,000 times with 1 minus 0.95 to the power of n divide with 1 minus 0.95 more than 70,000. Let us continue. So from here 10,000 times with 1 minus 0.95 to the power of n divide with 0.05 more than 70,000. Okay, for the next step, what you do, this 70,000 you times with 0.05. Okay, let us continue. Okay, you times them, you should get 10,000 times with 1 minus 0.95 to the power of n more than 3,500. Okay, for the next step, what you do, this 3,500 you divide with 10,000. Okay, let us continue. So from here you get 1 minus 0.95 to the power of n is more than 0.35. Okay, let us continue. So this one, from the left hand side, you move it over to the right hand side. So from here you get negative 0.95 to the power of n more than negative 0.65. Okay, from this step onwards, okay, please pay attention, guys. Okay, what I do, I divide the whole equation by negative 1. So from here, 0.95 to the power of n will be less than 0.65. Okay, so from here, how to continue, guys? Okay, you want to know the reason why I do this, because you cannot log a negative number, guys. Okay, if you try to log a negative number, guess what you'll get? You'll get a maths error. So this is the reason why I do this. Okay, from here, let us continue. So from here, you log both sides. So from here, log 0.95 to the power of n less than log 0.65. Okay, So this n, the power, you move it in front, it will become n times with log 0.95 less than log 0.65. Okay, let us continue. Okay, this is the working, guys. N log 0.95 less than log 0.65. Okay, let us continue to the next step. So n, you times it negative 0.0223 close bracket less than negative 0.1871. Okay, you might be wondering why I'm doing this extra step. Okay, you should know one thing, guys. Okay, anything you have a log value less than 1, it will give you a negative value. Okay, whenever it's give you a negative value, in the following step, you need to perform a inequality operation where you need to flip the inequality sign. Okay, that is the reason why I'm showing you a detailed working. Okay, as you go through more practices, you should know that when you're dealing logarithm value which is more than 1, okay, you no need to do any extra step. But whenever when you're dealing with logarithm value which is less than 1, okay, you will dealing with a negative value over here. So in that case, you need to flip the inequality sign, guys. Okay. Let us proceed to the next step. So to find n, what you do, let me show you now. So negative 0.1871 you divide with negative 0.0223. Okay, when you divide it, you should get your n more than 8.398. So you flip again the inequality sign. Okay, so from here you get n more than 8.398. Okay, let us continue. So since that your n should be an integer, so n equals to 9 is your final answer. Okay, guys. Okay, let me put back the question paper for your reference. So please hold on for a moment. Okay, that is all for the step-by-step working and solution for this question. I hope you understand the full working that I've shown to you. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future. Alright guys, thank you everyone for your support and I'll see you in the next video.